kind of, if you go back, strip back inflation, the cost of the project hasn't escalated that much. Now, in terms of how it compares to other European projects, the main problem is that unlike most other countries, in fact, unlike every other country in the world that builds high-speed rail, we decided to put everything in one project basket. So whereas in Germany, France, Spain, their high-speed line, and I'm using rabbit ears here, covers the bit of railway that goes from just outside one city through fields to just outside another city, we have gone, we're doing that, we're doing the expensive city tunnels, we're expanding or building new massive kind of major city station terminals, we're buying the trains, we're building the depot, all that stuff we've chucked under the one name HS2. So when you divide that huge number by the number of miles that HS2 is, of course that number is higher than the equivalent smaller headline price per mile of projects elsewhere in Europe. So unfortunately, it's because we don't have that long-term strategy. We've gone, oh, well, everything has to fit under HS2. You know, take an example of Euston. One of the reasons Euston's costing so much is because Euston is Euston, the terminal of HS2 in London, is having to pay for massive upgrades to the TfL infrastructure. That's the London Underground infrastructure underneath Euston Station, because government pulled the plug on Crossrail 2, which was originally supposed to pay for that. So HS2 is now also having to pay for infrastructure that basically is London Underground infrastructure, because of the fact we don't have this long-term strategy for transport. So without that long-term strategy, it was inevitable that we would end up with a really big number that obviously then everyone divides by the number of miles and goes, why does it cost so much more?